Okay, we're back on the air here on GHRB Online, the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra on Spreaker across America. And we are in the final hour of the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GHRB Online. And I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across this fine land of ours. And we're just talking, my wife called last hour, so that was kind of cool toward the end of the hour. But we just ended with a breaking story, so we're going to get to that here in just a couple of minutes. You're listening to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GHRB Online. I hope you're enjoying the program wherever you're listening across this fine land of ours. The GHRB Online here on Spreaker. And this is where it's happening. And, let's see. Want to thank you all for tuning in this afternoon. If you are listening in the secret room, so to speak. And, we can have a good time talking about this program, the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, in the final part of our program. And I'll be posting around. But meanwhile, I want to talk about this. 1 dead, at least 10 wounded in a shooting in Odessa, Texas now, according to police. So another shooting happening here. Active shooting situation going on in the area between the cities of Midland and Odessa. According to Devin Sanchez, a spokesman for the city of Odessa, 10 confirmed injuries possible, 20 injured. There is one person confirmed dead. One of them shot as a law enforcement officer, and is unclear if the officer is injured or dead. Sanchez said that the person was told, the person in a gold Toyota driving around shopping centers and shooting people from his vehicle in the area near 32nd and 191st on the east side of Odessa. Midland Police Department put on the Facebook page, quote, "We believe there are 2 shooters in 2 separate vehicles. One suspect is believed to be at the Synergy in Midland, and the other is believed to be driving on a Loop 250 in Midland. 2 vehicles in question are gold-white small Toyota truck and a USPS postal van." You're kidding me. So please stay away from those areas if you're in there. Please stay indoors if you're in the Odessa area. There is a video to this, and I'm not sure if that's an audio report. Let's check it. Okay, I'm going to see if this is an audio report. See if it'll play.
In Odessa, Texas, say they are responding to an active shooter situation. And a spokesman with the city of Odessa, there may be 2 shooters. One may be headed from Odessa to Midland on I-20, but we're still trying to get all the details here. CNN's Polo Sandoval is joining us with what we have learned so far. Polo?
Only about 20 minutes ago the Odessa Police Department took to Facebook and asked people to simply stay indoors, that they are working this shooting. I want to go straight to some information that has been gathered by a colleague at Lavendera in Texas, where police are confirming 10 injuries, possibly up to 20 injured, and at least 1 confirmed dead. One of those shot is a law enforcement officer among the injured, but it's still unclear if the officer is that individual who passed away. At this point, according to what the public information officer with the city of Odessa is telling CNN, there's a person in a gold Toyota who is, in their own words, driving around shopping centers and shooting people from his vehicle. This is extremely disturbing. This is on the east side of Odessa. So what we're seeing right now on Facebook is the police department telling everybody to get off the road. Reading this post that has been posted on their social media, it is extremely disturbing as Odessa PD reporting this active shooting situation and saying that the suspect has hijacked, in their own words, a U.S. mail carrier vehicle, possibly a truck, and was last seen in the area of 38th and Walnut. This again on the city's east side there in Odessa. This is going to be a region between Midland, Texas, and Odessa, Texas. And law enforcement here essentially asking everybody, if you are on the road, get inside because of this active shooter situation that just happened a few moments ago. Again, this is based on information that's coming from our colleague Ed Levendera and also from what Odessa Police Department is posting on their social media.
And my understanding is there could be more than one shooter?
Possibly. They have identified at least one individual that they're looking for in a gold Toyota. But at this point, they have not released a whole lot other information. I am reading here that this is apparently a gold with white accents, a small Toyota truck with a and a USPS postal van. So that gives you now at least two vehicles that police are actively trying to track down. This Toyota small pickup truck and possibly a United States Postal Service van.
And I'm just looking at some information from the Midland Police Department from their Facebook page saying they believe there are two shooters, perhaps in two separate vehicles. They say that it looks like this person is driving on Loop 250 in Midland. And again, the two vehicles in question, reiterating, gold, white, small Toyota truck, USPS postal van. This is according to Midland Police Department.
Yeah, imagine that. So here we go. Imagine that. This is Odessa, Texas, and we're going to follow that story. You can get more details on that story by checking out all the news sites, Fox, CNN, all of them should have it on their sites, and of course on your social media page. Weather on the fives coming up again here in just a little bit, about 10 minutes from now. We'll take a look at the Clinton weather forecast, and we'll do a Spreaker shout-outs to all our shout-outs of all our Spreaker listeners out there. So all the Spreaker podcasts. So that's coming up, brought to you by Spreaker. So stay tuned for that. And we'll talk about that. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GHRB Online on a dead Saturday afternoon. Wherever you're listening. Don't know where it is, but let's hope we can get somewhere along the line here. I'm going to post again on the social sites and see if there's anybody out there. We're doing a live show. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GJRB Online. And you can find our program by getting in on Twitter. I'm the Radio Maniac. Just go in there and you'll see the show's title. And the widget, just click that play button and it will open up and you'll see our program details. And you can click you can listen to the show right there. Or just click the balloon icon and listen right on the Spreaker Public site. And say hello in the chat room. I'd love to hear from you. And if you are a person who has Skype, you can call me, Gary.Russen on Skype. And if you're a Facebook friend, follower, you can call me by getting in on the Spreaker Public site, going into the Facebook, and and just put in, if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, just go into where the Spreaker chat or the Facebook chat is, and just hit that button where it says call button, and you can call me, and we'll talk on the radio. So if you want to call me like my wife just did about a moment ago, you can do that and get on the radio and talk with me. It's always fun when we have participation on this program. I mean, it is. It makes it a lot easier to do a program when we have participants in the chat room. And for most of you who listen every Tuesday night to Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative podcast from Wisconsin, he has a lot of great people in his chat room every Tuesday night, and he puts on a good show. And quite frankly, he probably puts on a better show than I do. But I don't have the participants like he has. So it makes it interesting when, I'm only talking on to myself sometimes, it seems. And it gets, sometimes it gets a little frustrating because I just don't know, and I'm posting all over the place. And for some reason, I'm just not getting anywhere with it. So I'm, I don't know. I'm going to go here. Okay. So I just posted on all my groups. So I'm doing that, and I will go ahead and go over to the YouTube. Let's see what we got here. Somebody on YouTube. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and talk about some celebrity deaths that happened recently. And one of them is the loss of a fabulous actress, and one that was absolutely funny on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And she went on to do her own show, and that is, it's sad to lose her. She was fabulous. It's a shame that we lost her, but she played Rhoda Morgenstern on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and then she went on to have her own sitcom that lasted quite a while. Valerie Harper died yesterday at the age of 80.
Bronx, New York, in December 1941.
I've always felt responsible for World War II. The first thing I remember liking that liked me back was food. I had a bad puberty. It lasted 17 years. I'm a high school graduate. I went to art school. My entrance exam was on a book of matches. I decided to move out of the house when I was 24. My mother still refers to this as the time I ran away from home. Eventually, I ran to Minneapolis, where it's cold, and I figured I'd keep
Mary Tyler Moore here.
Now I'm back in Manhattan. New York, this is your last chance.
Yeah, and we lost her yesterday. Fabulous actress, and funny too. She was very funny in that part of Rhoda Morgenstern. She was absolutely fabulous. Valerie Harper, and what a shame that she died. She was a great actress, and not only that, she did a sitcom after that too. Of course, that would be the Hogan Family. And she starred opposite the guy who now plays Roman Brady on Days of Our Lives. He's been still on Days of Our Lives. But Rhoda Morgenstern, yeah, she was a great actress. And she died at the age of 80. She had cancer. So condolences and comfort to her family, because that's a tough thing to take. I know I have a sister right now with cancer, and it's it's a sad thing. It really is. And so we just want to pray for her health there, and really sad. Let's see if I can find that story, but yeah, here it is. Valerie Harper died at the age of 80. Again, she had what was that? Brain tumor? She had a brain tumor. She had some kind of cancer there. Let's see here. We got the story here. Yeah, Emmy Award winning. She was multi-Emmy Award winning. She was famous for playing the part of Rhoda Morgenstern, the loudmouth New Yorker, on the 70s hit Mary Tyler Moore. And she had her own spin-off, Rhoda. She died August 30th. That was yesterday, at the age of 80. According to her daughter,
it's hard to
Christine, ABC News, and of course ABC News called her Rhonda, which some people thought that was kind of. I think they fixed it. But on January 2013, Harper was diagnosed with a lepto. I can't even pronounce that. Meningeal. It's a rare condition anyway. Can't pronounce that, so I'm not going to even try. Carcinomatosis. Anyway, it occurred occurs when cancer cells spread into fluid-filled membranes surrounding the brain. So that was a brain situation. After going to the public for his diagnosis back in 2013, actress maintained a same loudmouth positive attitude, endearing Rhoda and Harper herself, and of course her TV fans. She was quoted as saying, according to on a Good Morning America episode, or a Good Morning America show, quote, "While I'm feeling good and while I can talk to people, I thought the extended family know at the same time, and then let's discuss it because we are all terminal, and we really are, and a lot of fear around death. Thought maybe it could help somebody." So she was always out there helping somebody, which is absolutely fabulous. Rhoda Morgenstern. She was on Dancing with the Stars in the 17th season. Didn't know that. In August of 2013, she announced her situation there. After a year of diagnosis, she said in a statement that she is not absolutely cancer-free, but remain cautiously optimistic about her present condition and have hope for the future. In August 2014, celebrated 75th birthday. In August 20 of that year, August 2014, and telling ABC ahead of the milestone birthday, "I'm going to be 75 in August, so let's see if I can make it. If I don't, it wasn't meant to be, and I'm going to do my darndest to stay." So that's what she said. She was born Valerie Catherine Harper on August 22nd, 1939 in Suffern, New York, and it began her career in 1959 as a dancer, appearing in as a chorus for several Broadway musicals, including Little Abner and Wildcats. After that, marrying impromptu performer Dick Seal in 1965, toured Second City Improv Troupe, including Shaw and Linda Lavin, and they would also later star in the sitcom Alice. She broke the television there, and as a guest spot on the soap opera The Doctor, she was on that. Wow. She won a famous TV role as Rhoda, and casting agent spotted her in a play in Los Angeles in 1970. For 4 seasons, she played Mary's best friend on Mary Tyler Moore Show, and then leaving that to play Rhoda for 4 years. And then she later on played on a TV series in the 80s called Valerie. Thought so. There was a sitcom called Valerie. I knew that. And she played that part for quite a while in 1986. So it was like the late 80s. Until parting for 2 years. Later, because of a salary dispute, she replaced Sandy Duncan in the series and was then renamed The Hogan Family in 2000. Harper and Moore then reunited for a TV movie as Mary and Rhoda. So, she was a fabulous actress, and sad to see her go. She was absolutely tremendous. And let's see here. I'm going to do weather on the 5s and about 5:35. Because I want to wrap it up with a few more things before we close the show today. So I want to just do that. So I'm going to wrap up this show with a few of the regular things I do toward the end here. So I'm going to kind of do one more piece before I close out here. Baseball, another death was a baseball player for the Angels. Pitcher Tyler Skaggs. He died of accidental drug overdose, according to a coroner. This is out of Torrance City, Texas. Los Angeles Angels pitcher Tyler Skaggs died from an accidental drug overdose, according to a report Friday by the medical examiner's office in Torrance City, Texas. The coroner found the 27-year-old player had opioids and fentanyl and Oxycontin along with alcohol in his system when he died, according to the Los Angeles Times. The cause of death is listed as alcohol, but fentanyl and Oxycontin intoxication with terminal aspiration of gastric contents. Skaggs basically choked on his own. Oh my God. Okay. Choked on his own vomit. Oh my God. Skaggs was found dead in his hotel room July 1st, fully clothed with no signs of any trauma. The team in Torrance City at the time were... the team was in Torrance City at the time, where they were going to be playing the Angels, preparing for a series against the Texas Rangers. The pitcher's family has released a statement to report, according to KTLA-TV, Channel 5. Quote, "We are heartbroken to learn of the passing of our beloved Tyler, who was a result of a combination of dangerous drugs and alcohol that is completely out of the character for someone who has worked so hard to become a Major League Baseball player and had a very promising future in the game, and he loved so much." So, again, condolences to his family as well. Wow. You know, that's sad when a player dies like that. I mean, you know, of a drug overdose. That's a shame. He was a good, I guess he was a really good ball player. And so again, we'll pray for his soul. I hope that the Lord forgives him. I hope he cried out to the Lord for forgiveness. And I hope that he is resting in peace. Whatever was bothering him, whatever was bothering him, is gone now. So let's hope, right? This is the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra on GJRB Online here on Spreaker, and this is going to be the final show for a while on Saturday. Next Saturday, there's going to be the Iowa Hawkeyes are going to play against Rutgers at 11 o'clock a.m., and I'll be carried on my 9-foot closed circuit 107.9 next Saturday. There'll be no broadcast on my 9-foot signal for this program. Will not be on Spreaker, will not be on the air, but we'll maybe do something next Sunday, and I'm planning maybe doing something tomorrow, Christian rock. So we'll have our positive rock show on tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing something like that, and I have our church services going to be set up to go up too. And I have some Bibles. I have a Bible study. I got a couple of episodes of that. The remaining last few episodes of Bible study with the book of Revelations coming up as well here on GJRB Online. So listen for that. I'll have that uploaded for a podcast uploaded this week. Okay, so I thought I'd mention that. And we'll be doing our podcast shout-outs coming up in about a few minutes here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on GJRB Online. But I thought I'd just kind of take this time and talk about what we got coming up. We're going to end this month with this program. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow yet. Tomorrow starts September. So possibility we'll be doing, like I said, we're going to be doing our Christian programming. Well, I don't know if I'll do anything. I might be doing something live tomorrow. Be the Positive Rock Christian Rock Show. And then on Tuesday, I usually do the Gary Russen program. Saturday, I'll do the Tuesday show. Tuesday, possibly the Gary J in the morning. And then we're going to see what happens next week. And I'm going to be looking at our September programming and sitting down and planning that out. And I'll have a posted schedule up on here on GJRB Online of what's coming up on here on GJRB Online. But I'm hoping that we can do some expanded programming. I'm looking to get all of our programming on because I haven't had any of them on. And try to get all these programs on the air, scheduled and planned. Coming up this month, Radioland. Another episode. I've got additional Radiolands coming up with some old-time radio programs. We're going to go back and play some old Radioland, so that show's going to be on a lot more often. I have Way Out There. I'm working on another episode in a continuing series on technocracy. And I'm looking to do an interview about out-of-body experiences or astral travel. I've got something planned. I'm working on a guest segment on this coming real soon, so I'll be watching for that. I don't know if it's going to be this show or the next one. Way Out There is going to be on more often. I'm trying to get that show on at least more than once a month. So I'm going to be writing some double episodes, and that'll be for radio, television, movie classics also. I'm going to repeat last month's Crooners for rebroadcast, and I'm working on a show about, then Swing Time's going to come back too. I'm going to do a show about Xavier Cugat. So we're going to do something on him. And I'm looking at a Crooners program profiling the let's see, we're going to profile the music. I'm looking at doing something on Wayne Newton, because something on Wayne Newton. So those are some of the stuff coming up in the next several months here on GJRB Online. Then we get into the holiday season. I'm going to be thinking about maybe possibly, and I know I've made fun of this a lot of years of these stations playing Christmas music so early. But I think about maybe we're going to start holiday music just a little bit before Thanksgiving. So I'll be talking about that as we go along there. And then we're going to start getting into our holiday programming around December. So a lot of our programs that we have regularly airing is going to go on hiatus in December. And that'll give me a chance to write some more episodes to get ready for 2020. So those are some of the things I have planned. And within that, of course, with possibility hoping that maybe perhaps I can get on that 3-hour plan. And I'm hoping to get on Broadcaster probably about late September, early October. I'm putting the $14 away for that so that I can do that and get the program on the air ASAP, because I really want to do some more programming. And when I upgrade to 3 hours, I'll be able to do more programming. So that's the whole idea, without having to kick offline. So that's the whole idea behind that, being able to do that without having to, do that. Anyway, you'll see the Gary Russen program Saturday Extra on GJRB Online, and I'm going to right now throw in the conclusion to this. I'm going to write in conclusion, and I always do that. So I'm going to put in conclusion on that. So I'm going to change that to conclusion, because I know I'll be running out in about 18 minutes. So I'm going to put that in. Okay. And I'm not going to share this at all because there's no point with maybe 10-minute conclusion. Okay. So we're going to throw that in and wrap up this program. But meantime, let's do our weather on the fives. Well, maybe let's wait till 1:45 so that I can do the other one. Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. The Spreaker Shoutouts, brought to you by Spreaker. Yeah, it's time for that. Do that right now. Spreaker Shoutouts right now on GJRB Online. Yeah, this is where we do the Spreaker Shoutouts to talk about some of the great podcasters. Spreaker is a fabulous podcast platform. It really is. I like it. I like doing it out here. I really enjoy it. Even though I don't get the listeners, I enjoy it. I recently considered doing another platform beside this one called Pod. What is it called now? Podbeaming, I think. Something like that. Podbeam. Anybody ever heard of that? Planning on maybe taking the show and putting it over there for more listenership, but I really want to stay on Spreaker because this is the best podcast platform there is. And so far, I think it's the only one that you could broadcast live for free for 15 minutes. I don't know any other podcast platform that I've ever tried. I don't know how many are out there that you could do that. And I was going to try this pod beaming thing because it was kind of referred to me by Black Dragons Radio out of Houston, or out of Texas there, out of LaPorte. But, you know, it didn't look like there's any way you can do a live stream on there. So that's another reason why I decided I'd just rather stay here. Because this is where you can broadcast live. This is the only podcast platform I know of that you can broadcast live from. Right here on Spreaker. It's a fabulous place. I mean, where else can you go where you can have a live radio show and be able to post it anywhere? Spreaker. Yeah, Spreaker, Spreaker. You know, they have another 30% discount right now going on. The next 24 hours until August 2nd. Yeah, they're having it right now. All the way to August 2nd. Let's see here. Looks like that's true. To August 2nd, you can do that. Spreaker, and I just kind of, let me see if that will... I clicked it and it's not coming up. So we're just going to go ahead and talk about some of the great podcasters that are out there. Some of the fantabulous ones that put on a good show. And I'd rather listen to them than a lot of other podcasters I've listened to so far. And they're fabulous. And they're great people. He was on this morning. 7 mornings a week. 8 o'clock in the morning Central Daylight Time. 6 o'clock Pacific. 9 o'clock East. That is Mike Myers in the Radio Hope Network. He's got a great program, talks about inspiration, talks about family and God, and talks a lot about great things like that. You can tune in to him every morning, 8 o'clock Central Daylight, right here on Spreaker. And let's see, going to another podcaster, another one that's on Tuesday night, right here on Spreaker. One I wish I had as many people in the chat room as he does. And that is Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative. He's on again Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Central Daylight, talking a lot about stuff in the news. Talk about some of the news and some of the issues going on all over the world. And he talks a lot about news. He's fabulous. That's Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative, 8 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday night, live right here on Spreaker. Check him out. He's got a great program, and we repeat him right here on our 9-foot closed circuit signal here in Clinton. Replay it just because, you know, I love playing the podcasters that really are a great part of internet radio. And he does a good show. Listen to him. Spreaker, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Central Daylight Time, 6 o'clock Central Time, for great podcasting at its very best. Great talk podcast. Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative, 8 o'clock p.m. Tuesday night. And various times throughout the week, usually Sunday, usually Tuesday, usually Thursday. You want to get the experience. Yeah, I'm talking about the experience. I'm talking about Bob Huber, the Huber Experience. He's from Illinois. Does a great program. Bob Huber, he is an experience. I'm telling you. He does some good stuff. I love to listen to this guy. He always has, you want to know about sports, movies, and gaming. This guy knows it. Listen to him. He's on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever, live. You probably try to catch him live. I try to catch him live, not always. If I'm lucky, I catch him live. It's been a while since I've caught him live. But he does a good show. You got to tune into him. Check him out whenever you can. Really, I'm serious. That is, he's the best. Bob Huber, and he's on live anytime. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Check him out. The Huber Experience. And there's another guy to check out. He comes out of Houston, Texas, just about south of Black Dragons Radio. He puts on he lays it on the line, tells it like it is. He's got his belly blast. Light will shine. He shines the light on a lot of the subjects. And he does it. He packs it in. He tells it like it is. He is not afraid to tell it like it is. He's fabulous on that. And that is John. Yeah, OBFSU, our big fat soft underbelly. And this guy is fabulous. You tune into him. I'm telling you, when he packs in, there's a comment. I have to check and see if he has any new ones up. I haven't checked them lately. He usually has a new one up, usually on Wednesdays. But check him out. Great commentary at its best. And it comes out of Houston, Texas, where it's really hot, man. I think I don't know how hot it is, but it's been in the 90s in Houston. So imagine kind of hot down there right now. So I don't know how hot it is, but check him out anyway. It's live from Houston, and I'm going to check and see just out of curiosity, only because I want to, only because I can. Because I want to tell you how you can follow all these people. You know how to follow them? Get on my Spreaker public site, www.spreaker.com/show/5120525, or just get into my Twitter account. I am the Radio Maniac. When you get in there, check that out now. I'm the Radio Maniac. When you get in there and just pull up that show, this program, it's titled there with the widget. Just click it up. That widget will come up. You can listen to the show right there. Hit that balloon, and it'll take you to the chat room. You can say hi, and there's all. And just go into where it says followers. All the people who follow me. All the people I follow. Some good ones. Stuff that I haven't mentioned. I just added. I want to welcome the USA Network, the USA Radio on there. They have some old time radio. They're fabulous. Check those out. This is a station that has old time radio. They're on live right now. USA Radio. They have classic radio with a classic radio theater. They have news. They have commentary. It's fabulous. Check them out. USA Network. They're on live right now. Same time I am. USA Network. Absolutely incredible. And then you got Quest Nation. And then further on down the line, KGRA. That is alternative talk radio out of Utah. They're fabulous. Byron from Wicked Pissa Radio. He's good. Fade the Black. Jimmy Church talks about some really interesting topics. Check him out. He takes over for Coast to Coast once in a while. Jimmy Church. MTFB Aviation Network has great music. Black Dragons Radio will be returning. He has some good music. You got the Black Dog Indie Country Radio. These are some of the good ones. Then let's see. Further on down the line, we have Inspirations After Dark 64. They play some great jazz and stuff. WBRFM. All these are on here, and you can find them. All you have to do is go in there. Bob Huber's there. Everybody's there. Beyond the Strange, Walter M. Duvall. He does blues. These are the ones you listen to. They're fabulous. And they're right here on Spreaker. SPREAKER. And right now, again, they're doing 24-hour 30% discount on the 3-hour broadcaster plan. And right now on Spreaker. And for $14 a month extra, you get 3 hours plus 500 hours of space. It's absolutely fabulous. That's Spreaker, SPREAKER. And check out the great podcast that I follow right here on Spreaker, right here on my GRB Spreaker public site. The great podcasters are on the air right here on Spreaker and broadcast to the world.
Website which turns anyone into a radio DJ. Log on to Spreaker.com for listening to thousands of radio channels and start creating your own radio today.
Recently, the owner of Facebook had to face Congress over personal information on Facebook users. In addition, users were saying that their postings were being deleted. Getting sick and tired of your censorship and your data being used without your permission? Do something about it now. Come to MeWe, the internet social site that values your freedom. No more deleted postings. Make a step to freedom. Sign up today. It's easy. Go to www.MeWe.com. That's M-E-W-E. MeWe, the internet's free speech social site. End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end-time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Uploaded as a podcast Wednesdays and run live every third Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central on GJRB. Well, we got about, say, 11 minutes left of the program left to go here on GJRB Online. And we'll be watching the Iowa Hawkeyes, their football game. Have that on a little bit. And we're going to be flipping over on our closed circuit 9-foot signal over on the other side of the dial for that. So we're going to be closing off the show real soon here. And we kind of missed that weather on the 5s for Clinton, Iowa weather. So we're going to do that before we close out today's show. And then we're going to have our final comments before we put an end to this show. So let's take a look at our Clinton weather one more time here on GJRB Online. It's 71 degrees at the GJRB Spreaker Studios at the Mayer Farms Eagle Point Station. 71 degrees, feels like 70, winds at about 7 miles per hour. And our barometric pressure now at 30.16 inches of mercury, 10-mile visibility, cloudy today right now with 57 degrees on the dew point. We have a 60% relative humidity. The UV index is moderate at 4. We have a good air quality at 44 and no pollen count. Right now, clear conditions, but a possibility of some rain coming in later. Let's take a look at our forecast. 80% chance of precipitation, periods of rain, 59 degrees tonight, light wind, light and variable, with an 80% chance again of precipitation. Tomorrow, considerable cloudiness early, some decrease in the clouds later on in the day. We'll have a high of 77 tomorrow with winds light and variable. And then tomorrow night, looking at partly cloudy skies, 62, winds light and variable. Once again, current temperature in our Spreaker Studios right now standing at 71 degrees. Weather on the 5s, 25 and 45 on all music shows, 25 and 25 and 55 on all talk shows, or any time in the hour that ends in 5. 5, 15, 25, 35, or 45 minutes past the hour, and in weather emergencies, any time in the hour, especially when we have weather emergencies like hurricane situations in the south, and we keep in touch, for you people who are in the south who are under hurricane watches and warnings. If we have severe thunderstorm warnings here in this area, or weather conditions which warrant continuous weather information, I will. That's in there too, for weather. For weather warnings, weather emergencies, and severe weather. And in the winter, even that too. We have winter conditions. I will keep on top of that. As a matter of fact, I think I was looking at, there's a Farmer's Almanac report, which I was going to do on this show. Never got around to it. But they're calling for a roller coaster type of weather. Or they're calling it a polar coaster. They're saying brief periods of intense cold, intense snow, and they're saying this is a possibility now. That we could be getting it's going to be a rough winter for us again this year with cold temperatures. They're saying by Thanksgiving. That it's going to be downright cold Yeah, they're saying we could get a polar, really cold weather coming. They're talking about a cold snap right around Thanksgiving. So I'm going to be watching for that. They're saying that this could happen. So we're going to keep an eye on that one for you and let you know what's going on with that. And I will give you that brief information. Okay.